Hi friends, you can see my YouTube page, and here you can see 444 subscriber, and here my channel name is Gobjob Sure. See here my all video now here. You can see here he likes important 60 questions, geography discussion, polity, economics, history, all discussed now. And important question, important news, daily news. Okay, so important things I have to give, and so live session and important things all I give, and professor speech. So now I discuss it's because please you like it and please you seen it, and it will be help to you. And I will now discuss economics. Okay, it is important topics. Value-added tax. Value-added tax is a method of tax collection as well as a name of state level tax. Okay, so it is a name of state level tax in India. So what is value-added? It is a state level tax as well as name it. A tax collected at every stage of value addition, either by production or distribution, is known as value-added tax. So it is either a tax collected every time. So here you can see. So a tax collected every time. A tax collected every stage of value addition, either by production or distribution, is known as value-added tax. The name is itself. The name itself suggests that this tax is collected on the value addition. Okay, that is the production. The production of goods or services is nothing but stage of value addition. But stage of value addition where population of goods is done by the industrialists or manufacturers. So production of goods and services is nothing but stage of value additions. But production of goods is done by the industrialists. Production who is industrialists and production of goods is done by the manufacturers or industrialists. Okay, so production of goods and services is nothing but the stages of value addition. Okay, so these goods are triggered value addition by different services providers. Okay, it requires various agents, various retailers, okay, wholesalers, before they reach to the consumers. Is the consumer from the production to the level of sale. From production to the level of sale, there are many points where value added on all goods. For production, there to the level of sale, there are many points. There are many points where value is added in all goods. VAT method of tax collection is different from the non-VAT. So VAT method of tax collection is different from the non-VAT method in the sense that it is imposed on college. It is imposed on college at different points of value addition chain. There is a multi-point tax collection. That is why there is no chance of imposing tax. So no imposing tax upon tax. Okay, so it is important. So no chance of tax. No change of imposing upon tax which takes place in the non-VAT method. Okay, single point collection. This is why VAT does not have a cascading effect on the price of goods. It does not increase inflation. It does not increase inflation, and is therefore highly suitable for the economy in like India, but due to high level of poverty, large population, people lack of market level purchasing capacity. Okay, it is a pro-poor tax system. So value-added tax is like poor tax system, pro-poor tax system, without being anti-poor, anti-rich, because rich people do not suffer either. Okay, need of VAT in India. 160 nations worldwide have implement the VAT system of taxation regarding collecting their indirect tax. There have been valid reasons why India should move to VAT method of tax collection. Okay, and we see some of the major reasons due to single point taxation, single point tax collection in India. Indian indirect tax collection system was price increasing, that is having a cascading effect, which was highly determined by the poor masses. And implementation of VAT will improve purchasing capacity to a living standard of the poor people. Okay, it is important. So India having a federal political system, where side by side the central government, the states have also been given power to impose taxes and collect them. It is important. So India having a federal system, federal political system, where side by side the central government, states have also been given power to impose taxes and collect them. At the central level, there had been a uniformity. At the central level, there had been uniformity of taxes for the economy, but there was no uniformity at the state level taxes. That is the sales tax, state tax, and entertainment tax. So it is important, but there was no uniformity at the state level taxes, like sales tax, okay, entertainment tax. This is why this is detrimental to the development of the single point. This detrimental development of single point of for Indian economy as a whole. India basically had many markets, okay, but no Indian market as such to bring in an uniformity at the state level taxes. That was a necessary step in India. It's very, very important that while the process of economic reforms, India moves towards the market economy, and for this, firstly, India needed to have a single market, okay, and without uniformity at the state level, uniform VAT, that this was not possible. Okay, without uniformity, it is not possible. State level taxes, okay, was not possible. Okay, that was not possible. So here you can see, without uniformity at the state level taxes, like uniform VAT, this was not possible. Okay, India have a single market. Okay, the process of economic reforms that India moved towards the market economy. Indian federal design has just resulted in economically weaker states and strong center. So as VAT increases, the total tax collection experience of world surges through, it was fit to be implemented at the state level. So Indian federal system, federal regime has resulted in economically weaker states and strong centers. Okay, strong centers and weaker states. As VAT increases, the total tax collection, it was fit to be implemented at the state level. Again, India has been a country of high tax rate evasion. So it is important, very, very important, and understood tax rate evasion. Okay, so by implementing the VAT method of indirect tax collection, it becomes almost impossible to go for large scale tax evasion. So if we implementing VAT method, indirect tax collection, it has been almost impossible to go for large tax. It is impossible. Why? Because understood it's okay to go for large tax evasion. To promote one's level of value addition, the purchase invoice receipt is a must. Uniform ultimately makes it cross checks the level of production and sell in the economy. So to prove the one's level value addition, the purchase invoice receipt is a must, which ultimately makes it cross check the level of production and sell in the economy. If some of the state level taxes are converted into the state VAT, okay, and the complexity of taxation will be minimized. Okay, if some of the state level taxes are converted into state VAT, so state level taxes are converted to state VAT completely, and the complexity of taxation we now simplified it and minimized it also will be minimized. And at the end, it is possible to merge some centers indirect taxes. Okay, we merge it with indirect taxes with it, and okay, it is single VAT. Keeping all such things in mind, India started tax reform. Chela Committee and Kelkar Committee. It is important. Please remember. Here keeping in mind, or we can remember it. India started tax reforms with Chela Committee and Kelkar Committee. CK. Okay. Now and a certain level of success has been achieved. Okay, so which committee gave success? Chela Committee and Kelkar Committee. Okay, so success achieved in this area and can boost our motivation. So here you can understand all the things. Okay, in 1996, okay, in the year 1996, the central government started collecting the excise duty on the VAT method. So here important things it is. So central government 1996 central government started collecting the excise duty, okay, on the VAT method, and the tax was given new name Sen-VAT. Okay, it is important. What is new name? Sen-VAT. So what is Sen-VAT? In 1996, the central government started collecting its excise duty, and on the VAT method, and the tax was given the new name Sen-VAT. Okay, so the tax proposal was to merge. The next proposal was to merge with the states. The states excise duty imposed on the intoxicants only, and their sales tax into one tax, the state VAT or VAT. So it's important. This could not make a place due to states lack of political will. Okay, this could not be take place because of political will, lack of political will. Ultimately, only sales tax of the states were changed to be named VAT. Sales tax of the states were changed to be named VAT. Okay, and was started to be collected on the basis of the VAT method. Some states did not join it, and some joined later. The experience has been encouraging. So experiences of VAT. A total number of 20 states and Union Territories switched over the VAT, okay, from their existing sales tax in April 2005. Rest of the states went for it in 2008-9. So majority of the states, Union Territories, saw revenue buoyancy due to VAT in the very first year of its implementation, while few states availed the central compensation full facility for the revenue losses. Okay. So firstly, 20 states and Union Territories started, okay, switched its, okay, in April 2005. It's now, and the rest of the states, like 2000 common up 2008 and 9, majority of the states and Union Territories saw revenue buoyancy due to VAT in the very first year. Here revenue buoyancy, important term, please remember. You can send in later. Okay, so it's very, very important. Revenue buoyancy, very first year of its implementation, while few states availed the central compensation facility. Few states availed central compensation facility for the revenue losses. That too for hardly 1 or 2 years. Experience of implementing VAT has been quite encouraging. The financial year 2016-17, the tax revenues of the states and the Union Territories were submitted to grow with an annual rate of around 16%. So it is grow around 16% revenue. This is why the view of that the VAT will increase the tax collection of the states has been validated. Similarly, impact on the proposed of GST is believed to have on the indirect tax collection. So here the proposed GST will believed to have indirect tax collection of the states as well as the center. Goods and service tax. After implementing the VAT, Government of India wanted to go for the proposed GST. Okay, this is aimed at integrating the indirect taxes, the of centers and state, but also states in a single national tax. This is aimed at. So goods and service tax, it is important. After implementing the VAT, the Government of India wanted to go propose for the proposed goods and service tax. This is aimed at integrating the indirect taxes of center and states into a single market, single national market, popularly known as single VAT. So I think I discussed it next chapter. Okay, no, I now discuss it. Okay, I discussed it like upper stage of additional excise duty. Okay, now start now again. Okay. No. Okay, well, next time discuss, because it is gap now coming here. So thank you, friends. I think next time I discuss it thoroughly. Okay, so thank you.